Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing another cash stuffing. It is the first cash stuffing of September, so let us get the money out and see if it's correct. So this is my week 3, and in today's video I'm going to be cash stuffing £315. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 95, 300, 5, 10 and 15. So £315. It is Saturday, the sun is shining, I've been into town. I'm going to film this video and then I'm going to do a massive tidy up of my house and try and clean it as much as possible because it's looking a bit grubby, I have to say. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I've got a new savings challenge binder to show you later on in this video. If you've seen my Instagram, you'll have seen it. It's the new Christmas design. So I'll reveal that a little bit later in the video. But the first job is, let's see what I've got left over from the last week. So where's my purse? Here we are. Okay, so I don't think I've got many coins at all this week. I haven't been getting as many. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 budget with Ira. And then I've got 1, 2 50 pences and then some change for Errol. And then I've got no notes in groceries, no fuel. I've got £10 in spending. That was all I had last week and I haven't spent it because I'm boring. So there we are, £10 there. And then have I got any 5s? I've got 2 5s for the £5 challenge later on. Right, okay, so let's first of all restuff for the next week. So we're gonna have £50 for groceries. This is still working out well for me now that household is a separate category, so that's good. Fuel, I thought it was getting 20, hang on. Yeah, fuel's getting 20, I hope this is right. Well, I hope it's getting 20 because I really need to fill up. Right, and then spending, we're going to budget 35, so 20, 30 and 5. Just go back to my cheat sheet. Okay, cool. 20, 35 for spending, and then I roll this dice and do the infinity challenge, and I'm hoping it's not going to kick me in the backside again because I've had 25, like 3 out of the last 4 times or something stupid. So come on, give me some money. Not that I really spend much, but there we are. +2, so we go this way. So, right, we're back to the 15. Okay, cool. So that means £15 will go towards an envelope later on. And I've got £20 for spending for this week. I am definitely going to London next week sometime, so I'll probably use some of that then. I think it's just one night though, so that's all right. Okay, so that is all of my cash envelopes restuffed for another week. Right, next up we are going to go into my essentials binder. So we're going to start with home, which is going to get 5. So home now has 20, 35 and 40 in home. I was in Phoenix today, and downstairs where they've got all the like home stuff, there's a place where you can buy like succulents and different types of plants and stuff, and they've got these lovely candles which my sister's been getting me some for like birthdays and Christmas, and the one she got me for birthday was called Edwardian Fireplace, and honestly the smell of it, it's amazing. So they've got lovely candles in there. I might try and treat myself to one, a bigger one at some point. Anyway, household is going to get 5. So we've got 50 in the bank and then 5 and 60 in household. Home maintenance is going to get skipped. So energy, right. Thank you so much to everyone's advice on my last video. Now I've made a decision about what to do with this. I am going to keep some of it as a buffer, but for a specific energy envelope, I'm actually going to remove it, and we'll get into why in a bit. But basically this £250, we're swapping it. This is going to be swapped for these, and we'll get onto them in a minute. And then this is going to be swapped for this. I've just withdrawn it from the bank, £50, and we'll get onto that in a bit as well. But don't worry, I'm not abandoning completely an energy buffer, but I'll explain more as I go through this binder what I've decided to do. Okay, cool. So appliances is getting skipped. Garden is going to get 5. So we have 150 in the bank and then 155 in garden. That's a good amount in garden. There's some loads of stuff I want to do to my garden, like paint the decking, paint the fence and stuff. So I'm going to keep building that up. Kingston is fully funded with 90. Now then, I got my insurance renewal quote this morning. Do they usually land it on you on a Saturday morning, or is it just Admiral? I don't know. So my last insurance premium for last year, and this is car and home insurance, was £451. Now, it ended up being a lot more than that because I added my dad onto my policy for when I went to Bali so he could use my car, and it actually was really expensive. So I ended up paying something like 530, I don't know, something like that. So this year's insurance premium, so last year was 451, is £723. Now, I tell you, I was shocked, completely shocked. And I thought, do you know what? I know that prices are going up, but I think that's a little bit ridiculous. If you ask me, I've had no accidents, nothing to affect my no claims, no points, like nothing like that. I've had no break-ins, not even in the area, I don't think. So I rang them up this morning and I was like, look, this is ridiculous. So he's like, let's see what I can do. So he's managed, and this is what I don't get with them. You know, if you don't ring them and you just let it renew, I just think that they take the mick. They do. Anyway, he's got it down to £620. So I did a little comparison search after I had the phone call, and do you know what? It's probably there or thereabouts. So I've massively underestimated what I was going to need to save for insurance. So this is 600. So here's what I'm doing. Part of that energy buffer that I had, I'm taking 20 out of that, so that I've got enough for this year's insurance. 620 it is. So that's that done. And then next year, when I start saving again, I'm going to have to save more. I might even save 800 and just see how we get on. But I just, you know, when you're an older driver, you don't expect premiums to be that much. It's a bit of a kick in the teeth, if I'm honest. But there we are, that's the way the world is. So I've added 20 into there, so it's got 620. Car tax is fully funded with 180. Car maintenance is going to get 5. So I have 200 in the bank, and then 20, 45 and 250. So we've just got 50 quid to go on this one, which is good. And I can colour in the other half of this. Yeah, so 50 quid left on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That mustn't be right. I'll make sure it's right. Okay, miscellaneous, I'm going to skip, but then I've put my emergency fund into this binder. It was in the binder that I used to hold my weekly cash, but I'm putting it in here because at some point I do want to add to it, and I feel like if it's in here, I'm more cognizant of it and it's in my face. Does that make sense? So I've got £2,000 in an emergency fund, which I may add to at some point. Right, so buffer. The energy money that I had, 250, I've put 20 into the insurance envelope. I'm going to put 100 of it into here. And then when my build a buffer challenge is done, that's £500. I'm going to put 300 in here, so then I've got a buffer of 400, but I will keep adding to it eventually. I'm going to put £100 buffer into my binder because that's less essential, and then I'm going to put £100 in my current account. So that's how I'm splitting up build a buffer when it's finished, but I am making sure that there's a decent buffer in the essentials binder to cover things like a big energy bill and or my insurance premium being way over than I thought next year as well. I'm hoping I'll save enough, but I would like eventually to have a really good buffer in this binder, maybe even 500 to £1,000. That would be brilliant, just so that it covers any, you know, eventualities that I haven't predicted, like this morning. Right, okay, so that's it for essentials. Okay then, next up we've got my binder. And we're starting with Hair and Beauty, which is going to get 10. So Hair and Beauty now has 100 in the bank and then 10 and 20. So 120 in Hair and Beauty. Major Beauty, I'm going to give it the 10 I had left over from spending. So it has 20, 30, 45 now. I've been to see my doctor this morning for my top up. So anyone asking, I had a comment asking how my face is. It's absolutely fine. He's really pleased. He said that, you know, where it needs to be, it's really smooth. He's just put a little bit more under my eyes, where it could be a little bit smoother. And I was like, look, I'm not sure I like not being able to frown. He was just laughing at me. He was like, yeah, that's pretty much the point. So I'm going to see how I get on. And if I do go back in 4 months, he said he could put slightly less between my eyebrows so that I've got a bit more frown. But I don't know. He says once it wears off, you might not like that and you probably want it to be how it is now. So he was showing me videos though when I first got it done, and I was like, oh my God, there is such a difference, guys. It is a huge difference. In a nice way though, not in a bad way. So yeah, I'm gonna keep saving and go back hopefully in 4 months' time. But he's really, really good. Yeah, I definitely fancy him. However, there's a couple of problems with it. One, I think he's 28-ish, but he's really beautiful. And the second problem is I think he's gay. So yeah, never mind. Anyway, that's Major Beauty. And then we've got clothes, which is going to get 10. So it has 50 in the bank and then 65 in clothes. And then looks is going to get 5. So we have 100 in the bank and then 10 and 15 in looks. Books I'm skipping, it's got 5. Health is going to get 5. So we have 50 in the bank, 70, 90 and 95 in health. Yoga is fully funded with 100. Social is going to get 5. So we have 55 in social. And then fun is going to get 5. So we have 105 in fun. Gifts is going to get 10. So we have 20, 40 and 50 in gifts. Brilliant. Tech is going to get 5. These 5s add up. So it's got 50 in the bank, 70, 85 in tech. Right, I've created a new envelope for my trip next September. This is the one to Vietnam, Cambodia and probably Thailand on the end, or just Bangkok for a couple of nights. So I am going to take the £100 from my energy buffer. That was very popular as an option. And I'm adding another 50. So 150 is going in here today. So I've now got 1,000, 200, 400, 550 in the bank, 1,550 and 1,600 altogether. So 1,600. And I can colour in 3 aeroplanes. Yay! So I know some of you will be thinking you should keep the energy buffer, I know, but I'll still have a decent 400 quid buffer once my build buffer's done. Oh, how many have I coloured into? Have I? Yeah. And I'll try and just keep adding the odd 5 to it and it will build up to even more. So I think I'll be okay. Yay, so that's that one done. Sorry, excuse me. And then we've got the Western pockets. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, because I genuinely don't know if I can afford this, you know, but I'm just going to start saving some money and see how far I get. That's what we're going to do. So I've created another tracker here. This is, oh God, don't kill me in the chat. So this is Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, and Croatia. So each of these aeroplanes are worth £30, and the total will be just over 3,500, which is about what I think I need. And it's to go hopefully in early June next year. So I have got a bit of time, but it's a lot of money to save when I'm also saving for the other trip. So Christ knows what I'm doing. I'm giving it £30 from my energy buffer to start it off. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so let's colour in an aeroplane for £30. And fingers crossed I can do it, but yeah, I'm gonna try. Okay, so that's that done. And then Trip Fund is gonna get skipped this week, and Buffer is Savings Challenge. Okay, so that is it for my binder. Okay, next we've got birthdays. So Ginny is fully funded with 60, Albus is fully funded with 100, and we're still working on Molly. And today I'm adding 20, so 10 and 20. So she now has 20, 40, 50 and 60, and that's her done as well. So she's now fully funded. And then we're going to move on to Bruno, who is end of January. Awesome, so that's birthdays done. And then now we're going to move on to binder challenges, and we're going to start with Christmas. So this was the OG Christmas. Isn't she pretty? But she's a nightmare in lots of different senses. So it's time for her to go. I've emptied her out. I'm going to clean her up, and if anyone wants it, she's a bit manky like, I'll clean her though. If I do reach my next sort of milestone in terms of subscribers, I don't like to say when, by the way. I don't like it when people say when I reach. I just find it very presumptuous. Because humanity, we're a fickle being. We are. I could have a mass exodus tomorrow or tonight, whatever. Anyway, if I do, this will be one of the giveaway prizes. I am going to do a giveaway if I get there. So anyway, I have redesigned the Christmas challenge. If you've seen my Instagram, you'll have seen it, but this is she. She's a bit of a beauty. She's got gold tags. She's got a much simpler final design, which I am obsessed with for selfish reasons. And she's got a lovely deep purple and gold effect on the tracker. So I've redistributed my Christmas money into here. I'm going to use this one from now on. And so here we are. This is what I've done for Christmas so far. She's got gold lettering on each of the envelopes. And then she's got a lovely little Merry Christmas on the back. So we've gone for purple and gold for this Christmas. And yeah, I really, really like it. I hope you guys like it as well. I'm going to be restocking my binders probably tomorrow evening, Sunday evening. I don't know what time yet, but it'll be between 7, 8 o'clock PM UK time. And I'm going to be listing 10 of these Christmas binders, and they're going to be available in 500 and 1000. I did have 1500 as an option, but I barely sold any of those. So I'm not going to have 1500 as an option this time. Please tell me in the comments if you would like a 250 version, because I can do that if you want. But 500 and 1000 seem to be the most popular. And remember, if you get a 500 and you want to save £2,000, you can do this 4 times. Just add an extra envelope if you want one. When I restock the extra envelopes, you can do that. That's easy. So let me know if you want a 250 version, because I can design one if that's what people want. If not, I'll leave it at 500 and 1000. Okay, cool. So Christmas this week is going to get £15. Cool. So we're going for purple, and we'll cross off this 15 here. I'm going to try and be better at letting this dry so I don't mess up my front envelope. So there we are, there's the 15. Oh, she's so pretty. She is pretty. I'm happy with that. Okay, right, I'll leave that to dry. Just show you the front cover again. There we go. Right, so that's Christmas done, and then we're going to move on to mortgage. God, I'm talking crap today. I'm really sorry. Where's mortgage? Here we are. Right. This is the enchanted binder, and I'm going to be adding 20 today. So let's cross that off. Go over that one. There we are. 20. So where is the 20? There we go. I'm going to do another shout out. So, those of you on Instagram have probably already been following the Bougie Budget UK, I think she's called. She's just started our own YouTube channel, and she released her first video, I think last night. Really good first video. She had the normal, as everyone does, where you think you're filming and you're not. You have to start again, bless her. But yeah, you end up just having to do it again, don't you? But no, she's I think 31. Oh, I hope I'm not getting that wrong. She's on a decent income, you know, she's career focused. She likes to spend her money on nice things. And if you don't mind seeing people earn money and spend it as they want, then please go and check her out. She's got a lovely vibe. And yeah, I'm sure, going to have lots of success with her YouTube channel, because she's got like over 10,000 followers, I think, on Instagram. So I'm sure our YouTube channel will be just as successful. So listen, I wish you all the best, and I'll link her in this video. So please go and check her out. Okay, that is mortgage done. And then next we are going to do the Beast, and we're going to add 10. So we've got 400 in the bank here, and then 500 in the bank altogether, and then 20 and 30 altogether. So 530 and 130 in this round of 200. So let's cross off another 10. Okay, cool. So that is the 10K challenge. I'm probably going to have friends that don't stay in my life longer than this will. Anyway, okay, right. That is savings. Next on to savings challenges. In here, we are going to start. I'm not going to start Sparks of Joy yet. I'm going to, because I think I'm getting a pay rise in my next pay, so I'm going to redo all my budget, figure out what I can save towards the Balkans and stuff, and maybe try and squeeze in Sparks of Joy. But I've also just purchased a couple of challenges, one from Esther at My Money Matters and one from Cashbook Cute. Oh my god, those new challenges are just sublime. So I've ordered one of them as well, so I need to figure out if I can fit these all in. Right, Build a Buffer is going to get 10. So it has 200, 400 in the bank, 420, 430 and 440 in Build a Buffer. So we've just got 60 quid to go. God, good. And then Scouse Girl, where is she? We are working on Cake Capital. Oh, and let's do this 10 donut. Is it a donut? It's a cake. I don't know. Let's put this 10 into here. So Scouse Girl's got 100 in the bank, 20, 30, 140. And I can cross off this cake. God, I'm such a klutz. Awesome. Right, okay. And then we've got Roll With It. So I wasn't completely stung today. I think it was 15, wasn't it? Yeah. So now I roll this dice here, and whatever it lands on, that £15 from the Infinity Challenge will go towards one of these envelopes. So what am I going to get? It's gone off camera, but I'll be honest, it's an 8. So it's going to Trip Fund. Okay. Right. 15. It's kind of not going to work, but it's fine, it's fine. I needed to sort this out anyway, didn't I? So, Trip Fund. Let's add that in. So it's got 150 in the bank, 170, 190, 205. So 205. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220. Right, so I didn't sort this out. Right, I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out and just colour in one wing of something to show it's £5 towards that. Right, that's all right. So 205 is in Trip Fund. That's good. Right, okay. And then we've got the £5 challenge. And it's getting 2 5s. So 2 5s into there, that's how we're looking. And then we've got budget with Ira. Okay, Ira. We emptied the bag in my condensing, which was great. So it's actually empty. But we've got 1, 2, and 3 to add to it today. Let's start that back off. So £3 into Ira. We're still drawn. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be really boring and draw a syringe. Yeah. So I don't have a picture up actually. Do I need one? Probably do. Syringe. Cartoon. There we go. Right, cool. All right then, so let's do that. Yeah. So have you all had a good week? I can't believe it's September. It's like Christmas now, isn't it? That's it. That's it. We're all done for. But no, anyone thinking about doing any kind of beauty aesthetics? It's funny actually, because this morning when I woke up, I was watching the news and it was like Botox in the UK is like unregulated and they're going to crack down on regulation to make sure that people who practice Botox are, you know what they're doing, because there's a lot, I don't know why I'm colouring it in blue because it's just clear, but anyway, are practicing Botox and they don't really know what they're doing. And so I was talking to him about it. He was like, God, you ask so many questions. I was like, sorry. I said, have you seen the news? He went, what? I said, oh, they're going to start doing more regulation into Botox because people are just, pushing needles into faces and they don't know what they're doing. And he was like, well, he says, that'll be the doctors. So he's a doctor. He says, that'll be the doctors having a problem with it because they're taking all the custom away from doctors who do it on the side. And I was like, oh, okay. He says, and I don't agree with them. He says, because if you think about it, like a doctor probably does Botox like once a week, twice a week. Whereas, a nurse or a beautician, she might or he might do it 10, 15 times a day. He said, so really you could argue that they're the more experienced of the two. So actually, is that not better? And this was after, by the way, he told me that his main job is as a doctor doing cataracts operations. So I was thinking, so you're basically saying that you're not as I mean, I trust him and he's absolutely fine, but he was basically on their side and saying like he doesn't think it's fair. But I was like, oh, okay. So I wasn't sure if he was doing himself any favours. But anyway, there we are. Have I got room for another drawing or not? I guess it depends what I do next week, because then we're doing word search. And then we're just colouring in. And guys, I'm going to lose a load of subscribers then, aren't I? Because you're not going to find that interesting. Anyway. Next up we have the 50p challenge, where we've got 2 50 pences going in. We just condensed this as well, which is good. Okay, so 2 50p's. We'll do this one. And this one. And then for Errol, I don't have much. I've got 50 pence. Sorry, Errol. So 50 pence is going into Errol, and I'll colour in the 50. I think I'm going to do different colours, and just mix it up a bit. So we'll do green here. There we are. Okay, so that is it for another cash stuffing. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.